Good morning, Field Bio. We are going to be starting our fish unit this week, so I will be doing a narrated PowerPoint in a little bit here, but I wanted to kind of go through some of the things that we're going to be doing for these different, vertebrate units. And these different animal units. So one of the things that I really like about this class is that you guys get to learn the different wildlife that are in Minnesota, and some of this might be really easy for some of you, and some of you this might be really difficult. I am not a fisherwoman, so learning the fish was kind of hard for me, but some of you this might be really easy because you fish all the time. So what you guys are going to do, so if you go to your classroom and go to classwork, I'm going to, like I said, I'll do the notes in a little bit here. I sent you a PowerPoint of the Minnesota fish. And probably next week we're going to have an identification quiz. So basically what I will do, so these are I'll use the same pictures. Okay. You're going to go through, memorize the pictures, and the names of the different, most common Minnesota fish. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix them up and take out the names, and you guys will have to, and I'll put like a letter here. So instead of yellow bullhead, it might be A. And then you have to put it on write it down on a sheet. So number 1 is A, number 2, B, and so forth. So that'll be how we do the quiz. Again, that'll probably be next week, so you have some time to look over these. If I was you, I would look over them every day. And maybe what you might want to do, especially after you've looked over them for a few days, is make a copy of this and take out the names yourself and see if you can rename them. So that's what I would do if I was you. So that's the fish ID quiz. I'm going to go back to this. The field guides, you're going to be looking at, here's our field guide project. So you're going to choose 10 fish from the list. So any of these. You can choose ones that are not on the list, but they have to be Minnesota. Fish that live in Minnesota. So pick 10. You're going to have 10 different pages, and you're going to go to the DNR website, Minnesota DNR website. So if you go there, let me see, it's changed a little bit since, if we go to nature and animals, and to fishes, it has a list of a bunch of them, okay? Might even be all of them, maybe not. Looks like they took some of them out. So let's say you wanted to do a muskie. There's pictures in there. Some of them have a range map on there. Some of them don't. There's a description. This one actually is not a great example, so let me go back and see if we can find a different one. So here's a range map, and then here's another range map. Okay, so you're going to look through this. Some of them have all of the information on there. If it doesn't have the information on here, then just use Google to figure out the information. So, and what information you're going to find, let's see, is if you go to the field guide template, here is your template. You're going to put the name at the top, copy and paste a picture in there. You're going to look for the common name, scientific name, what they eat, where they live, a description, and then you get to figure out a fun fact, okay? And you'll have a page for each of these, okay? I made 10 copies of or 10 pages for you, so you can just do it all on one Google Doc. That makes it easier. And I think what I'm going to try to do is have us share these somehow on Google Classroom so that you guys can see each other's and kind of learn about some of the different wildlife in Minnesota. Okay, so this is the field guide. This will be due on, it'll be due next week sometime, so at the end of our fish unit. So maybe do one a day, and you should be good. Okay, so let me know if you have questions on the field guides. Back to classroom. The lab that you guys got today, it's not due till next Tuesday, so you have some time to do it, but you're going to be going to this investigation. Oh, I need to put the link on there. I will do that. No, I put it in here. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to do is read through this. You're going to be looking at a simulation lab of how the temperature affects respiration rates in fish. Okay, so your part one is kind of some pre-lab questions. So you can highlight which one of these is correct, and you should get most of those from the notes. Okay, you're going to highlight a prediction. How do you think temperature affects breath rate in the fish? So as temperature decreases, respiration does what? So again, you're going to highlight that. The procedure is here. You're going to go to the website, and really it's just pictures. I again like to do a split screen. So okay, so on the bottom, here's your where you're going to be putting the temperature. Okay, so you're going to start, and they go in order. So your room temperature is first. There's a little stopwatch here that shows you the time. So you're going to close in 30 seconds. How many times it opens and closes its mouth. So to do that, you're just going to click on the fish, and then you're going to count, okay, for 30 seconds. And then you're going to record that here. Okay, then you go to the next page. This just shows what you would really do. They put it in the ice bath. You're going to click on the fish again to start counting, and you click on the thermometer to get a temperature. Oh, that's kind of weird. It's over here. Okay, so take a temperature reading, record that there, or record that there. Okay. Again, this is as it has been sitting in the ice bath for longer. You're going to see that. So that'll be icy water number 2. Then they're going to slowly bring it back to room temperature. So when they first add it, how many are they going to have? And the last is adding warm water again. Okay, these are just some pictures. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, so you're going to do that. You're going to graph your data in Google Sheets. And then you're going to copy and paste that in here. I will show you how to do that in a little bit. Yeah, I'm not prepared to show you that right now. And then there's part 4, analysis. Okay, so you have a lot of time to do this. Actually, I can show you this right now. I might as well. I have a little time here. So if you go into your drive, do a new spreadsheet. You'll need to have your data first, which I don't have, but we're going to make it up. So let's say, room temperature is, so we want to say our actual temperature. If you put these in, it will make your graph, it'll automatically put it into your graph. So graphs per 30 seconds. Okay. So let's say your actual temperature is 37. And then let's say we have 30 breaths per minute, or per 30 seconds. Let's say the icy water, when we first start, is 10, and we get 35. I'm just making this up. This is not the real data, so don't use this data. Let's say this is 0. Actually, we'll say 1, because let's say it's the same. When we start adding warm water back, let's say it's 20, and we go back to 32, and okay, so once you have your data, you're gonna highlight, I would highlight this too, okay. You're gonna go to Insert Chart, and we're not going to do a scatter, we're going to do probably a line chart. Okay, I don't know why it looks like this. Actual temperature breaths per 30 seconds. Oh, because it went up and down, that's why. So, once you have your graph, make sure they're both labeled. We're going to rename it. So our chart title, if you go over to Customize, Chart and Axis Titles, chart title should be highlighted here. You can type down here. So we're going to say how number of breaths. We'll say how respiration rate changes in fish with temperature. Okay. And then it should automatically go in there. Okay, once you have that, then you're going to go to these 3 dots. You're going to copy your chart, and then you can put it back. You can paste it right into the part 3. Okay, so that's how you are going to do that. Let me know if you have questions on how to do this, if you've never done it before. Yeah, let me know that. I'm going to click out of that. Okay, and then do your analysis questions. This one, I don't know if excuse me. You probably won't be able to do this question because you can't highlight it, but you can just write what color line it is. Okay, you're going to design an experiment and look at metabolism as well. You're not going to actually do your experiment, but you're just going to design it. So do the same kind of thing that you did up here. You're going to have a procedure that you're going to follow. Alright, again, let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you soon.